Good morning, beautiful ones. How are you? The right connection. How are you? Beautiful goddess sisters, welcome to the new members. You know, in the group, they've changed this whole Facebook way of doing things. So it was really good when you could say big welcome, and I love that, but I can't find it anymore. So big welcome to the new sisters here. I'm doing our weekly purpose message. So, and I'm actually using my own oracle deck this week. Why not? Why not? Wonder how your week started. I've been on this little bit of a journey actually. I'm currently, years ago, little story here. Say hello, who's that there? Hey, how you going? A few years ago, I went down the road of learning about Akashic records. Like, I'm a master hand analyst. I use hands, for those who don't know me, to help other people find their purpose, like get total clarity around it, what you've come here to do as a soul. And it's all in your hands, your fingerprints never change. And then I was going through this whole Akashic record thing as well, and loved it, but kind of didn't go down that track like I did hands. And maybe you've been like that. Like, what's the thing that you're mastering at the moment? But just recently I've been, you know how things happen, right? People show up, you watch a YouTube video, somebody says something to you, and these Akashic records have come back into my life through somebody else, and I've always been fascinated with them. Hello, Teresa. How are you, girl? Hey, Patty Ann. Oh, I'm just rambling this morning, but I'm talking about these Akashic records and the messages that you get. So anyway, as I do, when I get interested in something that hits me here, not here. School of Service, Sister Patty Ann. You know what happens when it hits here, but when something hits here, I'll just dive as deep as I can into it. So I've been having a lot of fun learning about those, downloading things, buying some courses about it. So I don't know what that is. So the message is, right? The message is that to not have that expectation of, oh, I've bought this course, I'm going to go out and do Akashic records, because I'm not. I'm just going to, it was probably for myself, and maybe I will, but to still stay curious about it. Go for that thing that's like, oh, I wonder what's going on over there, or be a nosy Mrs. Mangle. Remember our neighbours? And like, oh, maybe not that bad, but just follow what's put up in front of you. If you want to, it's your choice. So anyway, and that story was because I'm using my own oracle, which was kind of channeled through around about 10 years ago. And I'm going to tell you a little secret. Okay, so I'm actually in the process of always wanted to do this thing, and I've wanted to get hand analysis onto cards. And it's not an oracle deck as such. It is more of a learning tool, because I want to help hand analysts with other tools so that they can learn the database and be amazing readers and help amazing people, other people, and get everyone on purpose. So I'm kind of working with an artist at the moment. Some of you may or may not know her, but she's not allowed to say who she is just yet. But yeah, that's another project, right? Following the joy. Lobe secrets. Oh, you love secrets, Patty. Yeah, me too, girl. Yeah, so that's just another project that I'm working on, and it's not something that I need to rush out. I'm just enjoying that process and following where I need to go. Anyway, so back to the cards today. And what I normally do, I like to do this. You want, of course, I'll give, Patty. I'll give, you want, I give. So what I do for these cards is that I choose one card for our purpose then one for our presence, and one for profit. It's to do with your business. If you're expressing your purpose as your business, then these may be little nudges. They may be little nudges. Now, it's not a full-on channel down reading. I don't do that. I just look at the cards, and then what comes to me, it comes to me. You take what you need and leave the rest, okay? So the first one, this is to do with our purpose. Discovering your purpose, finding your purpose, expressing your purpose, and I love this. This is actually my favorite card. I think the others when she drew, I think this is me actually, the play, because I love red, love the Caracas, but I have to remember to play, and definitely, it's a bit like you too, Patty, like you do this amazing cha-cha dancing, this beautiful dancing that I see you do, and it's remembering that when we're on purpose, especially for School of Service people, so everybody's in a different school, 4 different schools. School of Service people can take their purpose so seriously because we're all about serving the divine, the creator, the God, universe, whatever word. So we just go for it, and we forget to play. Yeah, we forget to play. It's like, I'm on a mission. I have a vision. I'm going to change the world. I'm going to stop starving, all that kind of thing, which is very admirable. It's awesome. But if you don't learn to stop and down your tools and do the caramba and dance, then you're going to burn yourself out. And the universe, creator, God, universe doesn't want us to burn ourselves out. We come here to experience and to have joy, and playfulness is part of that, and not to take it so serious, right? We're not going to get out of here alive. We're not. So just, I want to say, just let off that control, right? Let off the control. It's like me with my other hand analysis deck that it's like, well, I'm letting full control go to the artist. I'm saying, oh, I like this color, but yeah, this is mine, but she's the one going to create it. Because if I micromanaged her, 1, she'd probably punch me in the face, and 2, she wouldn't do it for me, right? So we wouldn't be able to collaborate together. But it's like, just let control go. It's going to unfold the way it needs to, plus you also create it. So play, you know, kids, when they play, they don't care about the outcome. They just love playing, right? They just love playing with another kid. If you're playing checkers or something like that, it's like, yeah, this is fun. They don't care about the winning of it. Okay, so play. And the message is time to play, Goddess. Down your tools and engage your inner child. Laugh, dance, play. So that was the one for our purpose. Okay, so the second one today is about presence. Punch in the face. I know, Patty, you have experienced my control management issues, and yeah, for all School of Service people, please forgive me. Anyway, so for our second card today is about presence. And when I talk about presence, this is all thing today, when I talk about presence, it's how you show up. And remember, these are about your business. If you don't have a business, relate it back to your life. So I'm talking about business as such. So our presence is kind of like our essence. It's like when we walk into a room, do people kind of see you? Do they notice you? Or are you invisible? And that's okay either way. It's like, what are you doing? Like, are you holding your energy in? You don't need to be seen right now. Or are you just pushing it out? And actually, the card today is push. So when I see the card push in the way of presence, it's not just to spew. We can spew our energy on people, and there's all sorts of ways we do that. You know, we can talk we could give a message without permission, or we could just keep talking and not, or energetically, we can just go into somebody else's field. Like, there are people out there like that. They don't need to say anything, but you can feel them, and it's like, okay, so this push card, when it comes to your business, it says, when you're feeling the gentle nudge on your shoulder to move forward, it's time to gently push open the door to the expansion that is happening now. And to me, this is about opportunities. Opportunities come probably through, you know, when they come to you and you don't take the opportunity. I always feel like there's two others coming behind it. You know, it could be a better one, could be a worse one. But for this is to push through and to open the doors and to receive in our presence the opportunities that are coming towards you. And she's got her angel wings there. Yeah, and I also love the web. So it's like she's capturing something in her presence. She's calling it in, not repelling it out. So that's the push card. And again, you could have chosen all of these, but take the whole message. Yeah. And the third one today is about profit. When I say profit, I mean abundance. I mean bringing all that good juju in. And it says to pounce. Right, to pounce. And this is a really weird, when I see these cards, I'm like, oh, when I saw the artist, she did all these cards, and this was one of the ones where I went, oh, that's funky, like that's really funky, but I can see the chakras up the spine there, and it was really different. Again, letting that control go. I didn't need to see the outcome, but now it makes full sense to me as she pounces energetically on the spirals there. Can you see the spirals? I like to call them kurus. And so crouching tiger, ready to pounce. You've been like a magnet attracting opportunities to you. So the card before was about opportunities, letting them in. And this one is to pounce on them. Now is the time. Pounce on them. Pounce on them. Call them in. Take the action. Take the action that it is. Take the call. Send that email out. Make the invitation, because that's the way that people can work with you. Private message them. Pounce on it, and the profit will come, or the fruits of your labor will come. That's another way of saying it. And so those are the 3 cards for this week. The messages: take them or leave them, play, push, and pounce. Pounce, so stop procrastinating. That's perfect, Patty. That is exactly right. Stop procrastinating. And you'll see these are all P words. I actually didn't do a word, a one called procrastination, because there's good and bad things for procrastination, but mainly it's just stopping us from moving forward in our purpose, right? So that is it. So good to see you, Patty, and for everybody else who came on. If you're watching the replay, has this made sense to you in any shape or form? I hope it has, and if it doesn't, that doesn't matter. It's totally fine. We'll see you onwards. Teresa, I love you. It's so good to see you. And how are you over there in Canberra? Anne's on as well. I was watching, just before I go, I was watching this video, and it was called The Gathering of the Tribe. I think JCK, if you watch JCK, she was actually the one talking about it. And The Gathering of the Tribe is about, before we came down, the shaman came to these people who were just in joy. They lived in joy. They were happy. And he said, Earth is in trouble. I'm totally paraphrasing here. Earth is in trouble. We need you to go down there and kind of sort it out and, bring your vibration here. But when you get down there, oh gosh, when you get down there, you're going to forget. You're going to forget where you came from. You're going to forget your gifts. You're going to forget what you were there to do until there's time. Yes, Anne, I'm getting totally full-bodied. I don't know why I'm talking about this now, but I'm taking that. Yes, so look up the tribe, The Gathering of the Tribe, and it's a poem, or it's an essay. Anyway, so we're coming down, and this is what I've always believed. Like, we're the soul, we come down, we forget, then it's our job to find out, and then we are here to support others. But what happens in the essay, it's like, yeah, you're not crazy. You think you're crazy because you don't know where your people are. Your intuition turns on at a certain time, and then you're like, wow. And then you start to find each other. Right, just like I found Patty, and I found you, Anne, and Teresa, and we start to find each other, and we can see there's a resonance with each other. We know each other. Anybody who comes into my business, I'm like, I know her. It's like I've known you for years. Well, probably have millennials. So look it up. It's called the Gathering of the Tribe. There's another guy who, I wish I had the sources here, but there's a YouTube. I'm going to put it up actually. Not her one, but the guy who did it. And it was like, oh my gosh. It was amazing and I call our goddess gatherings, the gathering, the global goddess gathering. Yeah, talk about tribe. I'm like, oh, I must be one of those people like you are. Anyway, I've got to go. Got to go to the post office. Lots of love to you. And bye for now, gorgeous ones.